Hey everybody, it's Rutledge from TechRaptor.net. Trying out a neat little tool today to do a sort of beta impressions video. Now, Elder Scrolls Online is currently in beta, and so I'm kind of working on. I've been doing a little bit of streaming with Twitch, and turn the volume down just a little bit. And yeah, I'm super excited about this game. There's so much to do. I think I've played like 8 or 9 hours this weekend. I only made it to level 8, even though I was kind of powering through it. Although I was wandering around a bit. But what are you going to do? So for those of you that don't know, Elder Scrolls Online is the massively multiplayer online version of, our favorite Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind, Skyrim. I feel like it takes the essence of some of those and kind of instills it into a well-done piece. Yeah, so I'm playing a Dragon Knight, but the customization is awesome. There's a ton. In the beta, you have the choice between novice and veteran gear. These models, note, I'm playing on ultra settings because my computer can handle that. So it looks really good. So you got your choice between the Daggerfall Covenant, which is comprised of Bretons, Orcs, Red Guards, the Aldmeri Dominion, which is High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit, Tigers. And then you've got the Ebonheart Pact, which is that I've been playing mainly. I've been playing the Dark Elf and the Nord through most of the betas. And then obviously you got a choice between male and female. Classes, you got the Dragon Knight, which is basically a warrior. Sorcerer, which is a mage. The Nightblade, which is basically a rogue slash... I believe it's also kind of a... ADD there. It's a ranger too, I think. And then you got the Templar, which is like a paladin, basically. You got tons of customization options: muscular, large, tall, thin, right in the middle, height, torso, chest. So you can have bigger boobs if you want. Interesting. I didn't play with much of this. There's a lot of customization. Face. Obviously I have a helmet on right now, so how am I supposed to know what mine look like? There's tons of customization. That's pretty sweet. I'm a big fan of this game. All my writers know I've been hyping this up so hard. Some of my friends haven't really liked it, so it may not be the thing for you. That's freaking sweet. It's good. So let me hop in, kind of talk a little bit about everything I've learned throughout the beta. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to play. PvP. I didn't make it to that point. You've got to hit level 10 before you can play PvP. And the leveling, it's not tedious at all. It's most MMOs you hit level 10 in like 2-3 hours. Elder Scrolls have been playing about 9 hours. So I'm hopping in kind of at the tail end of my stream there. I was aiming for PvP. Now you've got the option to play third person, or you can scroll all the way in and play first person. So that's pretty cool. There's tons of stuff. Now, I just leveled up, so I figured now's a good time to maybe show this off. Just hit level 8. So you got the ability to, with every level up, do your magicka, so more spells, more health, or more stamina. And stamina basically handles how many attacks, how much running you can do. So warriors' health and stamina is pretty important. Obviously, I'm playing a warrior. And then you've got all your stats here. So, much like WoW. if you've played WoW. So obviously you've got titles, just like in most MMOs. You've got an alliance rank, which is what you're ranked within your actual alliance. And those were those 3 categories that you could be underneath. Now, it is worth noting that if you pre-order the Imperial Edition, you can actually play an Imperial and be on any of the... So basically, you're human. It's not even human, it's just Imperial. I don't even... It's hard to explain for people who haven't played any of the Elder Scrolls games. And then you can play on any of them. Now, just like other MMOs, there are mounts. I was unable to get to that point this weekend, but I did see some other streamers and some other people playing around with mounts. You can get boons, much like in Skyrim. You had the statues that would kind of give you boons. Faster skills, etc. Obviously, the boons within Elder Scrolls Online is very different. So yeah, so I'm gonna let's plus health on this one, plus 20 health. Go ahead and commit that. And then the coolest part about this game, the thing that I'm enjoying the most, are the skills. So as you level up, you get skill points, which you can then use to unlock abilities. So I've been using Empowering Chains and Unstable Flame, which I'll show off in a minute, as well as Ransack and Low Slash. And then there's obviously also passives, so Fortress and Constitution gives me more health regen, things like that. There's tons of skills for you to choose from. The nice thing about Elder Scrolls is provisioning. Interesting. Yeah, I'm still learning things as I play through. Is that all professions are unlocked at the start. So you can pretty much do anything you want. Alchemy, blacksmithing, clothing, enchanting, provisioning, woodworking. One of the cool things, though, and the things that I thought was really neat, was that resources aren't exactly easy to find. Unlike World of Warcraft, there is a mini-map, but the mini-map doesn't really tell you where things are. So you've actually got to hunt for, your iron ore and your other stuff. You actually got to look around while you're moving. It won't be highlighted on the map for you. At least at the start. Now you'll see I've been doing some blacksmithing. So Keen Eye over time or in the world will actually be easier for you to see when you get closer. So as you level up, you can level that up too if you wish. So once I hit rank 2, I guess that would be unlocked, wouldn't it? Yeah, rank 5, etc., etc., etc. You've also got the guilds. So the Fighters Guild gives you abilities. Mages Guild, the Undaunted, the Undaunted's kind of okay, let me kind of walk through how this works. Ardent Flame, so as I use these Ardent Flame abilities, I actually gain Ardent Flame experience. And as I gain Ardent Flame experience, I also gain experience as I use these. And the cool thing is, now, Empowering Change, you'll see that it says pull enemy towards you and deal 32 fire damage. Increases the weapon power of your next attack by 10. Now, after I had 5 levels of Empowering Change, I was actually able to morph it into this. So, before, it said pull enemy towards you and deal 32 damage. I morphed it into the ability called Empowering Chains that increases the weapon power of your next attack after using this ability. So, as you unlock more abilities, you can morph them into other things. I did the same thing with this. This one increases my armor when I use this. Before, it just did 36 physical damage and reduced my target's armor. So, I'm a big fan. I like this type of a skill tree because it kind of gives you more options on what you want to do. So that's awesome. I like that. You also have a racial, so 200 weapon expertise. So Nor is very good for a tank, based on the abilities I'm looking at. And I've always played tanks and raid led, and if you listen to my stream or watch my any of my YouTube videos from this whole Elder Scrolls Let's Play bonanza, I played WoW for 6, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Let's see, I started in 2007 and I stopped in 2011. No, it was 2005 I started. So I played 2012, so about 7 years. I led a raiding guild for 4 or 5 of that. I believe it was one of the top 10 on our server. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. It's been so long. But yeah, these are the abilities. There's a cool thing. Sky shards are these little like glowy shards that basically you can find across the world, and every 3 you find, you get an extra skill point. So that's nice. You can get some extra skill points to upgrade your abilities and things of that nature. Oh, hello, you're in my feed. Thank you. You also obviously got your skills, you got your journal, so quests. You've got guild quests. One thing to explain, the Fighters Guild, you do Fighters Guildy quests, so killing stuff. Killing Daedra and some other stuff that has to do with actually the story a little bit. The Mages Guild, you're on the hunt for books. And the Undaunted, you complete dungeons, basically. Map's pretty basic. It shows you, different areas. Way shrines. Way shrines are actually how you move around. So if I wanted to teleport all the way up to Davin's Watch, I could go over to this way shrine right here. Note, I'm right here. Go over this way shrine and tell it to teleport you over there. Group. Obviously, you can have friends. Add them to the group. Do dungeons. Friends. Guilds. Guild is later on. So you can actually, and it's pretty cool, you can actually be in 5 different guilds. Alliance War is PvP. So you get bonuses. Whichever alliance wins the majority of the alliance war, I believe the best performing player actually gets named Emperor. So that's, I mean, if you play your heart out, you'll get there. There's leaderboard, top 100. Obviously, none of this is really going on yet. So, mail, messages. You don't have to actually find a mailbox. Notifications, help, and then inventory. So inventory is organized out. Different than most MMOs. Usually it's not very organized, but they were nice enough to organize it for me so I don't get all confused. One of the nice things is that you can right click, go to on mark as, sorry, I was actually clicking on junk. So I can mark this as junk. And then when you go to vendors, you can actually press X and sell all of your junk. So makes going to the vendors to sell your stuff really easy. You've got glyphs that can be used, rings, materials can be used. So yeah, let me show off a little bit of combat here. I'm kind of in a quest area right now, so it's running away. I know, I'm pretty fearsome. So here's it's my chains ability. So you'll see that I can point at them, I can hit normally, so single tap is just a regular attack. If I hold it, hard attack. I can hold up my shield with the right mouse, stun them. If you press both at the same time, you'll actually interrupt special attacks. And you'll see that they glow when you kill them. Now notice, when I press R, I should have picked them up, but my inventory's full. Jumping, if you press any button twice, you actually dodge. I guess I can't dodge backwards. So yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I like that. You get a pretty wide range. If you press Q, you can actually quick slot things. So you'll highlight it and double tap. What else? So you'll see down there on the bottom, the green bar is my stamina. On the left side is my magicka, and on the middle, in the middle, is my health. So let's. Gold is the currency, obviously. Up at the top right, you'll see the Fate of a Friend. That's actually the quest that I'm on, or one of the many quests that I'm on. Let's start running this way. What's up, Yogurt Bath? Obviously, there's other people actually in here with me. Let's see if we can't find some sort of a... Here we go. Here's the iron ore. So, obviously, as you can see, it's not exactly easy to spot these. They look pretty similar to everything around them. So let me actually... I can press F and set my destination. So we'll go running through here. I've actually got a quest to wail on these guys a little bit. I guess I have to be in a different area. But, yeah. There's lava. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, it burns. Up at the top, obviously most people are pretty familiar with the Skyrim way of travel as well as Oblivion. So it actually puts things on your map. You'll see that if I center it, it'll actually tell me where I'm headed. So if I center that icon, it actually tells me. There's my quest. It tells you what my quest is. And you'll see, obviously, down the bottom right, there's chat, like most MMOs. So 13 DPS, LFG, Grotto. And Grotto is one of the nearby dungeons. So let me... No, I don't want to go to Delmore. I want to go to Davin's Watch. So boom, I just transported myself over to Davin's Watch. So let's actually go inside. Holding down shift actually makes you sprint. And here's one of the early areas, or cities, I guess you could say. I'm looking for the Artisans District right now. So I'm going to show off some of the crafting. I believe I have enough iron ore to show you guys crafting. If not, I'll just buy some and we'll take it from there. I know I have enough stuff to do woodworking. So here is Fragrant Fungus, which is actually an alchemy lab. I believe I might have enough stuff to do alchemy. Yeah, so I've got natural water, dragon thorn, and water hyacinth. And we're going to try crafting. So you'll see it shows up down there. Alchemy increased to 2. Traits discovered. I have no idea what I just made. And it would appear that I just bugged it out. So, whoops. Let's log out, log back in. While we're waiting for this to happen, there you go. Logging back in now. I guess the next thing people need to know is obviously you're going to pay $60 for the game. With that $60, you get the game, duh, and you get 30 days of subscription. After that, it's $15 a month. Now, some people might be like, "Oh my gosh, $15 a month." That's been WoW's model for like 10 years now, you know, and it works. If you look at games like some of these free-to-play ones, like Star Wars, the Old Republic, I played it and went free-to-play. I did not enjoy it as much. No, I wasn't a big fan of the game to begin with, even though I have always loved Knights of the Old Republic. But just the free-to-play just doesn't resonate well with me. So I'm here at a blacksmithy. One thing to note I go here. You do have to have iron ingots, obviously. You also have to have a style. So you got Breton, Orc, you know, each race. You've also got traits, powered, charged, infused, etc. And each one gives you different things. You can do research to learn them. So I got one available. I've got sharpened for axe available. So I can research it if I wanted to. Same thing with apparel. Extraction, I can actually destroy things. So, not enough room in inventory. Herp derp, let me talk to this guy. Hey, what's up? Obviously, you see these. Blah, blah, blah.
You're welcome to work if you think you can handle it.
So, you'll see that, I mean, these models are great. The voice acting is great. See down here, repair all. Obviously, you have durability like in most games. Sell all junk. Boom. And I just sold it all. So, go back over here, blacksmithing. I can double click on this and extract stuff from it. So, at the top, you'll see I got obsidian and honing stone. And gain a level with blacksmithing as well. And then extraction. Can actually extract from iron ore. So now I have enough iron ingots to make an axe, essentially. But I also need
no one keeps their forge as hot as a Varney.
I also
You'll
need
have to journey to the heart of Ash Mountain to find a fire this strong. You're welcome to work. If you think
let's craft something in the Dunmer style. So we'll go with. I have to learn the style, so I actually need to buy one for Nord, seeing as
no one
I am a Nord.
Forge as hot as a Varney. You'll have to
I just don't remember which one is Nord.
Mountain to find a fire
Danger Corundum.
You're welcome to work.
So we'll select Corundum. Let's make a. Let's just make an axe. So you'll see here in the middle it says damage 9, level 1, value 5. I can actually add one more iron ingot, damage 13, level 4, value 9. And as I press up, it actually gets better. So we'll actually make that. Press R, kind of works on it for a little bit, and boom, you make it. And that's how crafting works. Each one's different, obviously.
Fine goods for sale.
Just clothier. I haven't done much with that. What else do I have? Here's the Fighters Guild. Hello. I'm turning a quest.
Back so soon, comrade? A vision of a Dremora. This clouds the waters.
I mean, these models are just downright gorgeous.
Must know more than we realized. Nor do I, comrade. Interesting. Did she say anything else? Merrick? This dries my scales.
So yeah, that's kind of a continuation of the quest I did earlier. I'm gonna go over here. I'm actually gonna turn in my Mage's Guild quest. So I'm gonna follow the map a little bit. And while we're walking, yes, you can walk and check stuff out. We'll go down to Guild, Mage's Guild. So you see right now I'm at 15 of 70 for like the leveling of your Mage's Guild. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna turn it in real quick. Whoa, he got stuck in the ground. I mean, some of these environments are just downright beautiful. You do take fall damage, depending on the fall.
Were you
obviously.
successful? Do you have
Yes, I
well
have
done? Shalador? The spell rites of the first era cast the book into the Shalador was the
Place the tome on the Arcane Brazier. Where's the Arcane Brazier? And then, so you'll notice that this is black with white around it. That means it's a side quest. Well, it's not the quest I'm actually on. So the one I'm actually on is Long Lost War. So I can select it and I can hit Set Focused, and it actually turns that color. So each one that you work on, basically. I have no idea what that means. Each one that you're on, you can select if you want, basically.
What has the fire revealed?
On the area.
They'll focus your. It means the center.
Yes, ma'am. I'll stand here.
First, we attune your spirit to Shaladors. Ready. When you're set, use the orb before you.
I knew it. I was right in choosing you. I can sense. Yes. The aura around you glows. What I hope to accomplish. A storm rage. I create. They are being. Be careful. Sheogorath is not.
Let's go to the Cheesemonger's Hollow. So yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff to do. I've been playing 9-10 hours at least. Level 8 out of, I believe it's 60. Haven't even made it to PvP yet, and that's going to be a whole nother beast of things for me to play around with. So, my beta impressions have been very good. This is the 8th one I've been a part of. And they've gotten progressively better. The first one, obviously, was very rough. There was very little to do. And then as they've proceeded, I logged onto this one, and having played the Starting Island a couple times, it was like, whoa, everything's kind of different. Things have changed a bit, more polished. Everything looks gorgeous, at least on the Ultra.
What is it? Here for some spell book after a test. Close the portal if you can, though you may want to deal with those scans first.
Clear these fools out. And you'll see that things will turn red right before abilities happen. So that circle turned red right before anything actually happened. Before things charge, it'll turn red in front of them. Seal the portal. Take on a Dremora. So you'll see that turn red right before the rain of fire came. You'll see my abilities kind of disappear as I use them. Whew! That was intense.
That was unexpectedly. Pity. Just doing the master's will.
Wait for him to open the door.
Right this way.
And these environments are very, very cool. If you've played Skyrim, obviously you're familiar with this style of gameplay. You're probably familiar with the majority of the stuff. The main thing that's changed is instead of it being just left and right mouse, you actually have the ability to have abilities.
I am Lord. Are you lost?
So yeah, trying to think if there's anything else that maybe I should mention. There will be raids at the end of the game. Obviously, much like most MMOs. I was a little disappointed when Guild Wars 2 didn't have them. There's so much to do. One of the coolest parts about Elder Scrolls, though, is that everything is essentially one giant freaking server. I'm not exactly sure how it works, because even though I do work IT and understand virtualization and all that, basically everything's one giant server with instances. So I could be in instance 1, a friend of mine could be in instance 3, and I could hop in and,
Be careful.
well, I think you get the point with how everything works. And somebody could be in, a friend of mine could be in 3, and I could move over there, and then we could see each other. Otherwise, if we were in different shards, they're calling them, I could be literally right next to him. He wouldn't be able to see me. So this person right here, Zero Tide, is on the same instance as me. If they moved over to instance 3, they'd disappear. But the nice thing is you can communicate to everyone. So, well, not necessarily everyone. All your friends. So if my friend's on instance 1, I'm on instance 3, I can still chat. Guilds, things like that. Here's somebody on a mount. How he got a mount, I do not know. Because they're like 30,000 gold or something like that. Unless he pre-ordered the Imperial. Press Alt brings up your journal, by the way. There's also a lore library, so you can actually find out about lore, collect the lore as you go through. There's achievements, so I looted a renowned item earlier and an artifact item. There's just tons to do, Dark Anchors. So this game is going to keep me so very busy. Yes, fishing. The bane of everyone's existence in World of Warcraft. But yeah, I'm incredibly excited about this game. I'm going to walk out real quick. I want to show you the scope of the amount of content that there is so far. So step out here. Yeah, keep running. You'll see it's kind of instance once I step out here. Or if I don't get caught. Reopen the map, maybe not. Changes. So there's where I am now. If I right click, these are all the zones that are going to be available. So we're going to have Cyrodiil, and I believe Skyrim's down here. And so yeah. Basically, this is the Ebonheart Pact. Over here is one of the other factions, and over here is one of the other factions. Now, I don't really know where we started originally. There should be a map somewhere, or a small island somewhere. Bleak Rock Isles where I started. They start here, and then I believe these people start here. So every starting area is different. I didn't have the chance to play through all of them. So it's very cool. I'm very excited about this game. If I had to give the beta a rating, $91 out of 100. Overall, it's been a fantastic beta. There's been some glitches. Like earlier, if you watched my stream, I couldn't sell things without crashing my game. You saw me a minute ago trying to craft. It actually crashed my game. But that's beta. That's common with beta. We've got a full month until the game actually comes out, and they're probably going to have 2 or 3 more betas up until then. So this is my first beta impressions, and probably my only one because I'm going to be very busy over the next couple weeks. So I probably won't have a chance to play. I'll see if one of my other writers can and maybe give their impressions on the game. But at this point, the game, all the features that are going to be in there are in there. So, yeah. Keep an eye out. Early April, I will have a review. But for now, this is my beta impressions. The beta actually ends in 2 hours. So, with that, we should be good to go. If you guys have any questions, please leave a message in the comments. Comment on TechRaptor. Shoot me a message at @TheRealRutledge at Twitter. Or just shoot us a message on Twitter at TechRaptor, TechRaptr. So with that, this is Rutledge Doghead. I'm signing off. I have heavily enjoyed the Elder Scrolls beta, and I could not be more excited to actually play the game next month. So again, if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments below. and enjoy.